leader motivation. The definition of leader motivation is to instruct behavior. The word is to incentivize behavior. Leader is to instruct behavior by offering guidance, support, or example. Guidance, support, or example. Now, traditional leader motivation is like your quarterly eval or your annual evaluation. Well, come on in, I'm going to tell you all that you did wrong and all that you did right. Now, leave me be. I'll see you in 12 months, or 3 months, or 6 months, or whatever. That's the traditional use of leader motivation. Modern leader motivation changes the game. It flips things around. Instead of me deciding, based upon the calendar or based upon my mood, when I'm going to approach you and tell you how you could get better, I'm going to position myself as a resource for the team that can be utilized by any member of the team whenever they need that resource to be motivated. I have the ability to provide my expertise to move them up, down, sideways. But we have a tendency, as you well know, even the best of us do this. We read something, we hear something, we go somewhere, we go, wow, that was a powerful thing I just read. I was really affected by this. And it just stands to reason that because I was affected by it, that everyone who's ever worked for me will be equally affected by it. So allow me to blast out an email, mandatory, that everybody has to read this book tomorrow because it affected me. And once again, everybody just got better. No. I appreciate your book affected you. And I'm not saying don't share the knowledge that's available to you. I'm just saying that is a leadership approach of you pushing down knowledge. I need you to begin to think about the fact that I want to pull up what my people need. I want to be available to them to provide them support and guidance when and how they need it. Somebody in this room tell me how you are using leader motivation, how you're offering guidance and support to your people in a way that they come get it from you. Go ahead.
So we use Salesforce to teach our frontline employees how to self-respect and self-evaluate themselves, so then they can go to their leader and say, based on the data that I've mined and my efforts, this is what I can help on it. It's going to become the collaborative effort.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it almost like they feel, there's that word empowered again, but they feel empowered. They've got the knowledge to take to go up and ask for that guidance. That's a really cool example. Give me another. You're all leaders in here. How are you doing this?
I think you have to build that trust with the employee.
Okay.
So that they can truly understand through multiple efforts that you provided that you truly are interested in helping them become what they want to become. After farther than what they are currently doing. And that comes through, that's the time aspect. It just doesn't happen every 1 year.
No, it doesn't. I'm so glad you said it that way. I hope you all get something out of this, and maybe you take little pieces of this and take it back with it to your team. And walking into the door, or go on a conference call or a blast email or whatever, and say, "Okay, I'm open for anybody who needs help. Y'all come on." And then, don't plan for the avalanche to come. They're not going to come like a herd of cattle to the door just because you said I'm now available. It happens over time. I'm going to go a little bit even more specific. It really happens over transactions. See, trust is built through transactions. If you come to me for help, I do present myself as open as a resource. And you come to me to get guidance or support on an issue, and I help you, then we had a transaction. Okay? So over time, you're now more trusting of me as a leader because I helped you in that transaction. Does that make sense? So now we're more trusting. He trusts me more because of that transaction. But what is the effect of this on the rest of the team? Come on now. I helped him. He goes back to the team. How does that affect the trust level with the rest of the team? Why does it go up?
They're going to talk about it as a team. Other teammates are going to notice what's happening. And so they say, well, it worked for him, it can work for me.
I went to him. And he helped me. He listened to me. we were in his office or his car or whatever, the cafeteria, whatever it was, in the street for 30 minutes. And he asked me questions, and I answered them, and he gave me some really good advice, and some of it I'm going to use and some of it I'm not. But man, he really was there for me. And if you have that experience with me, you're going to take it to everybody in this table. You might want to give it to them, or you might, this might just happen naturally. So watch this. That one transaction creates a transaction with you, and a transaction with you, and a transaction with you, and a transaction. Everybody he tells, we created a trust transaction. And it permeates like a contagion. And all of a sudden, the trust builds with the entire team. Y'all got me on that? That's how you begin to position yourself as